start off our stretches standing up today. So we're going to start off with a roll down. So like I say, fingers crossed, these stretches we're doing today are going to really help your back feel better. And yeah, see how you find them. Work with me if you can. So I'm just going to stand side on so you can see me. You can stand front on though, obviously, but it's just easier for you to see me from the side. So we're going to stand with our feet about hip width. And then starting with our roll down, you're going to take your chin to your chest, relax your shoulders, soften your knees, and then you're going to roll down through your spine nice and smoothly, one vertebra at a time, just rolling down as low as you can go comfortably, feeling that stretch into your back and the backs of your legs. And then you're going to slowly roll back up, restacking your spine nice and smoothly, one vertebra at a time. We're going to roll our shoulders back, take our head up last at the top. And let's go for a few more like that. Nice big breath in, breathing out as you roll down. Breathe in and hold the stretch at the bottom. And breathing out as you roll up. If it feels a bit uncomfortable on the way up, try and think about drawing in through your tummy muscles, squeeze your glutes as you roll up. So you're engaging those core muscles just to support your back as you restack, keeping that control as you roll back up again. Okay, we'll just try a couple more of those. I'll show you front on for our next one. We're going to roll down. When you get down to the bottom, just check in on your position. So try not to have your head forwards. Relax your head down between your arms. Make sure you're nice and relaxed, your head, your neck and your shoulders as you're just stretching through here. Knees should be just a little bit soft. Try not to lock your knees back. So if your knees are soft, that just gives you a nice gentle stretch. And then slowly rolling up. We'll go for one more of those. So nice big breath in. Breathing out as you're rolling down. Breathe in and hold the stretch. And then breathing out as you slowly roll up. Again, think about drawing it in through your belly button. Squeeze your bum muscles as you roll up. And then roll those shoulders back and head up last. Hope you found that one good. For our next one, we're going to roll down onto our hands and knees. So rolling down. And then when you can't get any lower, coming down onto your hands and knees. So take your knees under your hips and your hands under your shoulders. And we're going to try our cat stretch here. So for this one, you want to watch that your shoulders don't hunch up to your ears. So keep those shoulders back and down. You're going to start at your tailbone. You're going to tuck your tailbone under, and then you're going to curl. You're going to round all the way through your spine, working all the way through to the top of your neck, taking your chin to your chest last. And then we're going to go back the other way. So untucking your tailbone, arching all the way through your spine, working all the way through to the top of your neck, looking forwards, if you can, up towards the ceiling last. So breathing out as you move through your spine. Breathe in and hold the stretch. Breathe out as you move back the other way. And breathe in and hold the stretch again. So think about drawing that belly button up towards the ceiling as you round through your spine, letting it drop down towards the floor as you arch your spine. Watching those shoulders aren't creeping up to our ears, try and keep them back and down. And try and think about that smooth segmental movement through your back. So start with that tailbone, then you're working through your lower back, your rib cage, your shoulders, and then your neck last as you bring your chin to your chest. And then as you go back the other way, untuck that tailbone first, then arch through your lower back. Think about trying to extend through that rib cage, shoulder blades, and then extending through your neck as you look forwards or up. We'll go for one more in each direction. Lovely. And then from here, we're going to just come back to a neutral position. We're going to slide our legs back. You might want a little pillow for this one, perhaps. We're going to take a lie onto our front. So lying onto your stomach, you can just rest your head down onto your mat or onto your pillow. Hands are going to come to our shoulders, and we're going to extend through our back this time. So working into extension here with our Cobra. So breath in to prepare. Keep those elbows close into our side. Shoulders are back and down. We're going to breathe out as you push through your hands and extend through your spine. Breathe in and hold at the top, and then breathing out as you slowly lower back down again. So breathe in to prepare. Breathing out as you push up. Breathe in and hold at the top. And then breathing out as you slowly lower back down again. If you find that's a bit too intense on your back, sometimes some people find this one is a bit much on their back, so you can take your hands forwards, a bit further in front of your shoulders, and then as you push up and down, you're just going to keep that movement a little bit smaller, and you might find that one is a bit more comfortable. Again, think about squeezing those elbows in towards you as you push up, and then letting those elbows just come outwards as you lower down if your hands are further in front of you. Let's just go for two more here. Getting that stretch into extension. You might feel the stretch into the front of your hips or into your stomach muscles if you're quite tight through there, especially if you have been doing lots of sitting. So it's quite a nice one to extend you and open you out in that other direction from our sitting position. And then when you've done those last two, we're going to push up onto our hands and knees. And then from here, you're going to take a sit back onto your heels, stretch your hands away, relax your head down. So we're coming into our shell stretch. So you might have heard this called child's pose if you've done yoga before. So in this position, you should get a nice stretch through your back. You might feel it into your shoulders as well. Think about sinking those hips back towards your heels, resting your head down towards the floor, and just take a few breaths as we sink into this stretch. Just try and think about taking nice big deep breaths. If you can take a nice big deep breath, you might feel it stretching more into your upper back, which can get really stiff on all of us as well. So it can be nice to stretch all the way through our spine. We'll just do one more breath in. And one more breath out. And then slowly coming up from here. And then we're going to take a turn over onto our backs. And then once you're onto your back, we're going to go for a few other stretches here. Just getting yourself comfortable here. And then from here, we're going to just take one knee in towards us. And then take your hand onto your knee. If you've got sore knees, you can always take your hand behind your knee so you don't compress through your knee. That might be more comfortable for you. And then you can take your other leg up, and again, either holding on top or behind your knee, whichever feels best. And you're going to hug those knees into your chest. So as you hug them in, again, we're going to just flex through our back a little bit, and hopefully that feels like a nice stretch. And once we're in this position, you can just hold it here. Or what I really like to do on this one is just give my knees a bit of a rock from side to side. And as you do that little rocking from side to side movement, I feel, hopefully you feel the same, it just gives me a really nice bit of a massage through that lower part of my back. So it's a really nice way to give yourself a bit of a self-massage on the floor as you rock those knees gently from side to side. If anyone finds that's uncomfortable, just hold your knees still. But if it feels good for you, you can do that little rock from side to side. Sometimes that can feel really good on your back. So we're just holding this one for a few breaths. So with our static stretches, so when we're holding our stretches still, we're holding them for around 30 seconds. If you hold it for more than 60 seconds, it doesn't have any more of an effect if you go over 60 seconds. So around 30 to 60 seconds is probably the optimal time to get the most benefit out of a static stretch. And you might feel like, because it's a hot day today, you might feel like you can stretch a little bit more into these movements today. Hopefully they're feeling good where it's warm, hopefully not too hot. And then if you take your legs down from here, one at a time, then we'll try a bit of stretching into rotation. So you're going to bend your knees, your feet are flat on the floor, and then take your hands up to the ceiling, and we're going to go side to side here. So you're going to let your knees go one way. So if your knees go to your right, and then you're going to take your arms over to your left, and then you're going to come back up into the middle, and then you're going to go the other way. So if your knees go to your left, then your arms go over to your right. And you can time this one with your breathing if you like. So you're going to breathe out as you rotate, and breathe in as you come back to the middle. Breathe out as you rotate, and breathe in as you come back to the middle. And if you've got back pain, you might find, or if your back's stiff, you might find you feel like you can go further one way than you do the other way. That's fine. If your back is feeling uncomfortable, just go to that point where you feel a comfortable stretch. Don't push into the pain. Just think about getting to that point of that comfortable stretch, and then you can come back to the middle again. That's it, nice and smoothly side to side. We'll go for one more of these in each direction. And then coming back to the middle from there, you can take your arms down. We're going to keep our knees flexed, and then we're going to stretch into our hips here. So it's going to stretch more into the side of our hips, but you might feel it stretching into your lower back. It's quite a nice one for our lower backs as well, this one I find. So you're going to take one foot and cross it over your opposite knee, and then you can hold it there, or you can push your knee away with your hand, or you can lift your underneath leg up, reach your hands through and hold behind your underneath knee for a stronger stretch. So just do what feels good for you. So if that feels like a strong enough stretch, just holding here. If you can't feel much of a stretch in that position, just depending on how flexible you are, how your hips and your back feel, you can lift that underneath leg up, hold behind your underneath knee, and hold it here. So try and stay long through your spine. Keep your head relaxed back to the floor as you hold it there, just taking a few breaths. Each time you breathe out, you can see if you can just sink into the stretch a little bit more as well. And then we'll slowly lower that leg down if it's up, and then uncrossing your foot, and then we'll go for the other side. So when you're ready, cross the other foot over. And again, you can push your knee away, or you can lift your underneath leg up, reach your hands through and hold behind your underneath knee. Again, choosing the version of the stretch that feels best for you today. So think about how it feels, do what feels right for you, listen to your body as you come into these stretches. And we want to feel a comfortable stretch here. So you want to feel like something is being stretched, but like it's a comfortable position that you can hold. It shouldn't be aggravating or irritating any of your pain or any symptoms that you have. And then you're going to slowly lower that leg down and uncross your foot. And then one more on our backs. We're going to straighten our legs out. You're going to take your hands, stretch and reach your arms up and over your head. And we're going to try a full body stretch here. So we're going to aim to lengthen through our spine, make ourselves as long as we can. So you're going to point your toes away, stretch and reach your fingertips away as far as they can go. So you feel that full body stretch. And as you hold it here, each time you inhale on this one, try and think about stretching a little bit further. So try and stretch further on your inhale this time. So a bit the other way around to the other stretches. So as you inhale, try and reach a bit further. See if you can make your body and your spine a little bit longer. That's it. Nice, big, deep breaths. And we'll do one more inhale and one more exhale here. And then when you get to the end of that next exhale, just take your hands back down to your sides. And then we're just going to bend our knees. And then you can take a slow turn over onto your side. Just take a moment there. Just check you feel okay on your side before you push yourself back up into a seated position here. So to coming and having a sit round. And then once you've had a sit round, we're all done with our back stretches. Well done.